Today I'm gonna put a curve around the edges over here, make it a rounded rectangle on this photograph with borders. Okay, to do that, I have a picture over here, layer. First thing I need to do is unlock this layer. To do that, I double click on this layer and it says okay. Now it is unlocked. Okay. The next thing we need to do is to choose a rounded rectangle over here and make sure that it is on here, which is the path. Click this path. So it's a rectangle on the path. And then we're going to make sure that the radius we have chosen is correct. The size of this particular image is approximately 1,000 pixels, so I'm going to make it a 10%. So for 10% is 100 pixels over here for the rounded corner. Okay, since we have chosen the rectangle in the path thing, we start from one corner and click it and drag it all the way to the opposite corner, right around there. Okay, now if the corner is not what you like, you can choose another radius, but this seems to be pretty good, so I'm going to use that. And the next thing we need to do is to have a cursor hover right on the line over here, and then click it, right click it, and it says make selection. Okay, now once we've done that, we've seen that the line of matching ends over here, which means this portion is selected over here. To get rid of the corners, we are going to inverse the selection. Select inverse, and the corners on the outside are selected. To get rid of the corners, we're going to say edit clear. Before we can do that, we will make sure we're on this layer over here. Okay, edit clear. Now here you go. The corners are now transparent. We're going to get rid of the selection, and then Control D was get rid of the selection. All right, to make a border, we can make two borders actually. To make a border, we double click on this guy over here on the layer. Okay, this thing that disappears is the layer style. First thing we need to do is to do a inner glow over here. Click on this guy, and the color right now it's yellow. We want to make it something more distinct. Let's change the color into, say, our red color. Okay, right there, that's red. And the next thing we have to do over here to make a lot of choices over here in this style. For screen, we want to change it to normal. And noise is fine, leave it as the color is red. And instead of softer, we're going to make it precise. Okay, and make sure that the edge is checked. And the chokes, leave it here is correct. We're going to drag this guy over here to call the size over until we something like maybe like 20. This is 16. Let's make it 20. 20. Okay. You notice that it's the portion of this is kind of soft. To make it a little hard, we want to make this range over here turn all the way to the left. Now we have a 20 pixels border over here. Okay, let's say that's all right. And to make another border, which is sitting on top of this guy, we're gonna make another style over here, and it says stroke. For this stroke, let's make it the color of like blue. Okay, blue. All right, blue color. There are choices over here on this style. This is size we want to figure out later on. But for the position, we want to make it inside the selection itself. The opacity is 100%, and the color is now blue. Now we have to drag the size over here. This size, and if we drag it, it will cover part of the red thing over here. Like, let's see, right down here. Let's make it 10. But the other one is 20. 10. Okay, we got a 10 pixel blue and 20 pixel red. The blue is covering the red, so it looks like it's like two borders. Say okay. There we go. Now this is a border, two borders. Actually, looks like what this photograph is around the corners. Now to save it, so that when we upload it to somewhere, the transparency will not appear at all. To save it, we have to save it in a certain way. Okay, we're going to save it for weapon devices right there. Okay, to save it, we want to make sure that the selection is 24, PNG 24, and make sure the transparency is checked over here. I'm going to save it. And to save it to the desktop, and we'll call it whatever the name it was over here in the PNG format over here, like that. Save it. Save it. Okay. Alright. We'll go to the desktop for which is safe and look at it, see what it looks like. Okay, this is the thing over here. Let's open that. There you go. So you notice the transparency does not appear at all. So here we have two borders of this photograph. So that's how you do borders, rounded borders in Photoshop PS5.